phone right now. I just wanted to go live real quick. Um, ain't got much to do. Just doing these shows, uploading these shows and stuff, and hopefully I can talk to y'all. Hopefully y'all can come in here and tap in with me. I got my hat. Shout out to the Cleveland Rockers. Now I'm just in between doing shows. Myself and my co-host K Dot. We are recording several episodes today, talking about our WNBA season preview. We're naming a series the Training Ground, and so basically 12 teams, 12 episodes, and then we're going to release them over 12 days before the season start, and just giving our opinions on what's going on with each team. So far we did 4, and just waiting on my guy to come back from his break, and then we're going to get right back to it. You know, definitely loving the vibes and bringing y'all this amazing content of women's basketball, man. We've been having a blast. And yeah, so that's just all it is right now, man. It's been fun. I just thought that I'll, tap in with y'all real quick to let y'all know the vibes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun, man. I really hope that y'all really tap in and stuff. Shout outs to Kenzie Nichols too as well. Long time subscriber, long time supporter of the show. Kenzie is dope. I hope that she hears this and receives this message well and everything. Normally when we go live, she always comes in and supports the movement and stuff like that. So, actually, that's funny. She's actually right there. Cool. Kenzie, how you doing? I didn't see you pop in, so I really appreciate that. Yeah, I had to give you some love. Every time we go live, man, you always show us love. So, like, this is what it is right here, right now. So, it's funny because I'm actually just in my living room. I got my little podcast table set up and everything. So I'm just here right now, just waiting on K Dot to come back so we can do these shows. Listen, it's hard doing batch recordings, and I realized I did 4 episodes, right? And I ain't changed my shirt yet, so now I got to change my shirt. I'm probably gonna change my shirt like 3 more times as we do this. You know what I mean? So they'd be like, "What? You wore the same shirt 12 days in a row?" Like, nah, we recording all this in one shot and everything. So we done it before. Last for the WNBA 25th season, we did 25 episodes talking about each player because when the WNBA released their list, we decided to rank them from 25 all the way to 1. And we recorded 25 separate episodes in one day. So that's what we're doing and stuff. So, but anybody that's live, if you live right now, any questions you want to ask me going into this WNBA season, I'm right here. We can just talk, shoot it out. Well, I just decided to go live for the first time on my phone and stuff because I just wanted to connect with y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all really been showing us love. We see that we gained like 53 new subscribers to the YouTube in a month. So we really I just want to show my appreciation and stuff. So comment whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm right here. I'm just literally I'm just relaxing right now and just enjoying the day and everything. So but if I do decide to talk about something real quick, like basically with the Atlanta Dream, I will give y'all insight of what we're going to talk about, what y'all going to hear on the show. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to dive in. I'm not going to give crazy opinions. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit. Okay. So with the Atlanta Dream, because we only did 4 episodes so far, we got 8 episodes left. We got 8 episodes to record yet, so we're going to record it all when K Dot comes back. I think that we'll probably end up recording like later on tonight or something like that. But it won't be live. It'll just be us on the Zoom and doing our thing and stuff. So basically, with the Atlanta Dream, we reviewed the Dreams off season moves. A little quick recap talking about the trade, them getting Alicia Gray and also the draft picks. And then we talked about, their struggles on offense while having a top 5 defense and what they need to improve to become, one of the top teams. And then we also spotlighted some players. We talked about Ryan Howard and we talked about the rookies, Haley Jones and Letitia Meher. Pretty much that's all we did with that. With Chicago, we basically talked about Chicago. We talked about the roster construction, well, reconstruction because of what they lost. And their off season as well. You know, they lost what, Candace Parker, and they lost Courtney Vandersloot. I'm looking at my notes right now, so sorry about that. And also we decided to talk about like their potential for this roster, and you know how this roster kind of lacks some star power, but you know they still got some skill players and everything. We also talked about the potential of Khalil Copper. You know, now that she is the de facto star of this team, pretty much. And could they go to the playoffs? That was the question. And we also had some concerns and questions about Coach James Wade because he traded two draft picks from the 2024 draft and the 2025 draft for players right now. So he kind of sacrificed long term strategy because he wants short term results. You know, so we had some questions and concerns about that. But that's basically what we did with Chicago. Then we also talked about Connecticut. Um, with Connecticut, we talked about the impact of John Jones leaving. Then we got into the roster, the departure of everybody. Yeah, Jasmine Thomas, John Jones, and then also talked about the additions to the team as well, the challenges that the Connecticut Sun is going to face this year. That's basically what we talked about. That's what's coming our way. And then also with the Wings, our last team before we had to part ways real for a second. We talked about what we talked about. Let me scroll up real quick. We talked about defense, the lack of defense of the Dallas Wings, and what can they do. Obviously, them bringing in a defensive-minded coach and Letitia Trammell, and also the former defensive player of the year, Natasha Howard, and everything. And then I went into my feelings for Lou Lopez Seneschal. I think that she's amazing, amazing player. And so that's basically what we talked about: the struggles with defense, the rookie talent, the players' losses, and just basically about the Dallas Wings, pretty much. Dallas is going to Dallas. That's what we came to the conclusion to. Dallas is going to Dallas or whatever. So right now we like once we're going to get with it with K Dot, and we're going to talk about the rest of the team. We're going to go right to the Indiana Fever, talk about that, and then the rest of the team and stuff like that. So just be on the lookout. We have 12 shows coming our way. 12 shows in 12 consecutive days. All right. We're not playing. When it comes to dropping this content for women's basketball, man, we are the ones to see. You know what I'm saying? But also, let me give a shout out to a bunch of people in women's basketball that's covering women's basketball. First off, I want to shout out the committee. You know what I'm saying? Everybody as a whole. Um, um, they are like the elite of the elite when it comes to independent media, covering women's basketball and stuff. What they do is amazing, and you know what I'm saying. And I do what I respect about them so much is how they keep people like me up to task, making sure that sometimes I'll fumble a name or whatever, but I don't really like the blowback from it. So I've really been like on my job, making sure like, hey, get these players' names right and stuff. So I think I've been doing pretty good. If I can say the Greek Freak's real name, which is Giannis Antetokounmpo, I should be able to say Neka Ogumake, um, Enrique Ogumbawale. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to say those names too as well. So, you know what I mean? They're really dope. But like the way they all talk basketball, how they can just go from the W, talk about players in college, not even like major college players, but they talk about like somebody that's on the bench that can do something. Like what the committee do is really dope. You know what I mean? So shout outs to them. And shout outs to special shout outs to Lowe from the committee, because Lowe is dope. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know who Lowe is, y'all missing out. Lowe is fire. You know what I'm saying? She's just dope basketball mind. You know what I mean? She reminded me of myself, one of the most unbiased people in the building. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to women's basketball, there's a lot of bias out there, and like she shows everybody love. The committee shows everybody love too. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of names. It's a lot of names on the committee, so you know what I'm saying. So I can't really just name everybody. I know one name is Shawnee. I know it's Low. I know I want to say Dolores. You know what I'm saying? Tyler. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. Yana's cool too, as well. So shout outs to them. Also shout outs to the group. to the group chat, yo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who y'all are. And also shout outs to Christina, to Miles, Owen, Tarika Fosa, Brasby, K Dot, obviously, Chrissy. Shout out to everybody, man. Those are my peoples right there, man. You know, love is love. They've been showing me mad love since I've been in this game and stuff. You know what I mean? And I know like people have been mad skeptical with me covering because I came from like covering the NBA or whatever, and like, covering women's basketball. I know a lot of people was funny because I was getting like DMs from people and stuff like they thought that I was gonna last long and cover women's basketball. But let me show y'all something real quick to let y'all know that I'm serious about this, about covering women's basketball. You know what I'm saying? Kenzie, if you're listening, I'm serious. Look, we just did episode 155, 156, 157, and episode 158. All right. So listen, don't question my commitment to covering women's basketball. I'm locked in to cover women's basketball. It's been a fun ride, a fun journey to covering women's basketball, and I've really been enjoying it and stuff. And I really love it and everything. I need to do these YouTube lives more often, to be honest, to just give y'all a rundown of what's going on, what we got coming and stuff. You know, I really do. And then I also would like to talk to the fans. I would love to talk to Kenzie on a YouTube live and get her thoughts on what's going on in the women's basketball world. For real, for real. Yeah. But I mean, I don't really got much to say. That's all I gotta say. Um, so stay tuned to what I have going on, what K Dot got going on, and please, I really hope that y'all tune in to these podcasts that we got coming out. Man, we really creating this content for y'all, not for us. We really creating it for y'all. So all these shows is going to be like some of them is going to be like less than 10 minutes, and some of them we're not going to have shows no longer than about 20 minutes. I think it depends. I think the Indiana Fever show, because K Dot and myself got a lot to say. That show might be the only show that passes 20 minutes. Maybe it might be barely passing 20 minutes, but these little short shows is basically we just talking about 3 to 4 different points. We talking about 3 to 4 different points, and then we just keep it moving, and we just move on to the next show and stuff like that. So we try to keep these shows between like anywhere from 9 to 17 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what. K Dot, y'all gonna see a couple of bloopers. K Dot, when I told K Dot to talk, he talked about all the subjects all in one setting. So that show was over. So that was funny. Y'all gonna like that one. And then also I introduced I think I ended the show and I called myself K Dot and I called K Dot me. So basically I ain't gonna edit that out. That was funny. So we're gonna keep that one in there for y'all, man. Like we really love the work that we've been putting in, man, and I just wanted to just appreciate, y'all for tuning in. We see it in the numbers, we see it in the views and stuff, especially our live shows. Our live shows get a lot of views. Our shorts is getting a lot of views and everything. So yeah, and like podcasting, man, it's just been fun. This is not the only podcast I have, though. I just want to let y'all know that I really have. I think I have 5 other shows. I have a podcast network, so the 9450 is part of the 265 Media Podcast Network. We have a bunch of shows. Like myself and my 7-year-old son, we have a show. He likes women's basketball too. So he plays basketball because he wants to play in the WNBA. It's so funny. He wants to play in the W. It's hilarious, man, with him. So like he's really taken a liking to women's basketball. He's a big Jackie Young fan. I like Jackie Young. So he loves some Jackie Young. So hopefully I'm gonna take him out to Vegas. So hopefully he can meet these players and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, this has been pretty fun. It has been a fun journey, covering this women's basketball and everything. One day I'm gonna probably have K Dot come on here as a guest, and we're just gonna have a YouTube live just like this on the phone, like Instagram, whatever, and chat with y'all and everything. We would love for y'all to chime in and everything. Yeah. And shout out to Kinsey again. Kinsey is in it. Listen, let me tell you about Kinsey, man. Kinsey's just been a dope supporter, man. You know what I mean? And also shout out to everybody on Reddit. Because I think I met Kinsey on Reddit, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to everybody on Reddit. Reddit shows us mad love. Salute to them. Everybody in the WNBA part of Reddit. Thank you for the upvotes and the support. Like it really means a lot to me that y'all show the love that y'all do, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to. So I really just want to say thank you for taking the time out your day to actually listen to me talk basketball and everything. So, and I know, like, in the grand scheme of things, like women's basketball, be getting a lot of slander from these idiots online and stuff. But I'll be telling them all the time, like, my history with women's basketball. I was a practice player for the Fever for many years. Like, the year they won a championship, I was a practice player for them. It was fun, and I always tell my friends this, and I tell any dude that's listening to this, come with me to a WNBA practice. We go get there around 9 a.m. I guarantee by 11:30 a.m., 11:45 a.m., you're gonna have a whole new respect for women's basketball. Them girls is gonna crack your ass. That's what I tell them all the time, and it be true. It be true. I've seen it. I witnessed it with my own friends, and they be like, "Yo, you was right." I was like, "Listen, at the end of the day, regardless what you think, these women are professional athletes. Okay, they get paid to do this. Myself, as a former player, I'm not playing. I'm 40, but you, like my friends or whatever, y'all gotta clock in to go to work, and then y'all go to the gym and play if you're not even tired. These women eat, sleep, and live this game of basketball, and we gotta stop with the disrespect of the women's game, man. It's a really amazing game, to be honest. And I say it on my show all the time, and I be telling my friends, because my friends, they complain about the NBA that it's not physical and this, that, and the other, and everybody complain. And I'm like, well, on the women's side, they play physical, they don't complain, they get after it. You know what I'm saying? This is what y'all want. Y'all tired of, the dunks and the threes. Y'all want to see high IQ basketball. Watch women's basketball, because it is high IQ basketball. It really is. They're fundamentals, So even when I was a practice player, I was going up against like Erlana Larkins and Lynetta Kaiser and stuff, and really watching their footwork and taking from their game and adding it to mine and getting better, you know? So I tell people all the time, like, women's basketball is definitely where it's at. But I don't mean to hold y'all too long. I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to tap in with y'all for a second and just say thank you. I appreciate y'all, and just want to take y'all behind the scenes, let y'all know what we got coming. You know what I mean? So please stay tuned. 12 episodes is coming. We're gonna either drop them either starting tomorrow or starting on Cinco de Mayo. So we're gonna either drop them tomorrow or drop them on Friday. So please just stay tuned. Follow the podcast. If you don't know where it's at, all you got to do is go to Apple or Spotify. I prefer if y'all just follow both. If you have Spotify, please follow Spotify. For some reason, we don't got a lot of followers on Spotify. We got a bunch of followers on Apple Podcast. I think we got like 700 followers on Apple, but on Spotify we got like maybe like 110. So follow the Spotify anyway. And then also was also so important that'll help us, because people say that we have a great show. Like, we appreciate that. But for us to keep on moving up into those Apple rankings and everything, we really need y'all to leave that review and also rate the show 5 stars or however you see fit. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, like, the action, the currency for us, we don't want your money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, if we decide to do subscriptions, something like that, then yeah. But the best currency in podcasting is always leaving a review and always rating the podcast. And on Spotify, you follow the podcast and you can leave us 5 stars if you listen and everything. So, like, that goes a long way with us. And also spread the word too. Spread the word. Tell her. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell them, hey, there's guys that love that's watching women's basketball. I know a guy that has over 150 episodes of women's basketball podcasting. Follow them. We here. And it means a lot. So with that being said, we're closing in on 20. I just talked 20 minutes by myself. That's crazy. See what I mean? I'm closing in on 20 minutes. We're going to end this at 20 minutes. I got like 20 seconds left. So with that being said, like, and also, follow me on Twitter at underscore D. No, I'm sorry, at D_Artest. That's on Twitter. And K dot is K.Lu3H as well. And we on TikTok at the 9450 WBB and everything. So please, share the word, get it out there that, hey, we here. and that's all I gotta say. All right. Talk soon. Peace. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go.